All right. Days ago, there has been a tragedy in London. Everyone and their mother must have heard about it. It was news all around the world. The Westminster attack. Policeman got stabbed. 4 people died, run over in Westminster Bridge. Look, it's everywhere. It's been out there already. I didn't want to talk about it. At that time because I didn't want to. In a weird way, I wanted to be respectful, you know, because a lot of people they were just taking it to one side or the other. Oh, this attack means this, or this attack means that. Where I was just sitting back and just paying respect, you know, to the people who died, and it was really I'm not gonna lie, it was really great to see people, you know, putting the British flag up, you know, remembering the people that have died, you know, is a tragedy. One police officer died, Keith Palmer, I think that's his name, and it has been known that a man called Masood, who was born in Kent, he was the killer. I think he was 52. I think he was 52. I mean, that was great to see, but I think the reason why I wanted to make this vid is I'm just tired of it. I think I'm just tired of this whole cycle. Because it feels like a cycle now. Because when a tragedy happens like this, this is what happens. People say we stand strong. People change their Facebook icons to the flag, the country, that was inflicted. Then they put heart shapes, make hand shapes of hearts around the monument of the flag that of a country that was inflicted. But they never talk about the solution. They don't talk about why it happened or what's the solution to handling it. It never gets discussed. Never. And it's just, and it's real disheartening because people don't want to talk about it because it's very uncomfortable. Here's the thing. People don't want to talk about it because it's very uncomfortable and it's a touchy subject. And at the end of the day, someone's going to get called a racist. Because either way, is it a problem with Islam? I don't know. That's why we need to have a discussion about it. We need to have a really tough discussion about it. And from what I'm seeing in these days, no one's talking about it. You don't want to touch it. It's this cycle that keeps happening. Like, for example, the guy that got beheaded a while back. People say they hate it, but no one discusses the solution to solve it. Is the problem is Islam? Maybe not. Let's have a discussion. And no one says it's going to be easy. It's going to be a hard discussion, but no one wants to touch the subject. Because no one wants to be called a racist. Or people want to put their heads in the ground. It just doesn't want to touch it. It's the consequence of not talking about it. From my perspective, the problem of not talking about it, you slowly see our way of life changing, our culture changing. What I mean by that is, for example, the Mayor of London, he's saying he's going to add security, more security to London. I'm just like, man, oh shit, we're going to be more like Paris. Because if you've been to Paris, you must have seen at least once when you're on a tube or something, on a train, these heavily armed guards, people just walking up and down. It's really unsettling. And it's just, and another thing that drove me nuts is when the Mayor of London, he starts saying, oh, it's the way of life now. If you live in a big city, this is what happens. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. Well, one, I don't want my mayor saying that. You would think a mayor would be like, look, this should not be our way of life. Once every 4 months, an attack happens. This is not supposed to be our way of life. This is not how we should live. We need to tackle this issue head on so it doesn't happen again and more citizens won't lose their lives. You would think a mayor of London would say that, but no, he didn't. He's like, it's part of living. That's what drives me insane. We need to have a really tough, hard discussion about this. And again, I'm not saying it's going to be easy, because a lot of feelings and emotions will blur up, but it needs to happen. As a citizen of the UK, I don't want to, and who lives in London, I don't want to live like this. I don't want to come out of my house thinking this, I don't know, probably be my last day. I might get blown to pieces or get run over. I don't like that. I don't want that. And we should have a hard discussion about this, but no one wants to talk about it, and we should. I mean, otherwise people would have died for nothing. And the next cycle will happen again. And it's really fucking frustrating. I can't stand it. That's my 2 points on it. That's why I want every other point of view you must have heard already by now. It's been days now. You must have heard from any news outlets or any YouTube vids from their perspective. You must have heard them. But this is just my perspective, because honestly, I'm just tired of it.